we got ourselves a big upgrade. Let's do it. Hey everyone, Kyle here, and about 2 years ago, I purchased my foam Birdieball putting mat, and I got a review on the channel of it up here if you choose to watch it. Apologize for the audio. I was still figuring out some of this stuff, still am, honestly. Cliff notes on the video was, I felt that it was a good product. It rolled really well. The quality of it though felt a little bit subject. It's just basically kind of like, felt like pool noodle quality. Nonetheless, I still feel like this is probably the best purchase that I've made for my golf game. I am super confident with my putting, and I do have this to thank for that. But, it is it's getting old in the tooth, and it's starting to show kind of a lot of the wear over the past 2 years. It's in a pretty high traffic area of my own little garage setup down here with being next to the gym. I've done workouts on this, lifted weights. The better half's down here all the time using it. Dogs, kids, everything playing on this mat. So it's showing its wear a little bit, and I wanted to, get myself an upgrade. And Birdieball answered a lot of those gripes that I had with the foam mat with what we have in this box right here. Wow. Full disclosure, I did receive this product at a discount as part of their affiliate program. There's a link and discount code in the description should you choose to buy anything off their website, whether it's the foam, their training aids, or spoiler alert, their tour grade turf is what we have in this box here. But in no way, shape, or form does that influence my opinion on the product. I'm gonna give you guys my honest feedback all the time, always. So if you choose to use it, don't use it. I don't care either way, but let's get into this thing. So you've probably noticed the stickers on the side saying heavy, and that is no joke. I know when I first ordered my foam mat and the box arrived on the doorstep, when I picked it up, it basically felt like air. I was like, is there anything in here? And that is certainly not the case with this mat that's in this box, because it probably weighs a good 35 to 40 pounds. I don't know if that speaks to quality, but you get that feeling when you get something of weight that it might have a little bit extra on it. So I'm excited to see what this looks like and see kind of the features of the tour grade turf and bust this guy open. All right, so we got a using your green putting instructions, and then obviously the invoice here. And man, this is nice. Okay, so before I completely unroll this, let's kind of give a look at it of kind of what it is. Here on the interior, we have, we got some of their little training balls too. Looks like we have kind of a contour shim that's included. We also have, this I assume is the flags, cups and pins and flags on that one. And then we have our rubberized bumpers to help the balls not fall off of it so you're not chasing them around your house or garage. And then we have the mat itself. And man, I'm not joking, this has some weight to it. So before we roll this puppy out, I kind of want to point out one of the features of the tour turf that was one of my gripes with the foam mat, is that I wish it had a little bit of, it was glued to like a rubberized backing, something to give it a little bit more weight, help it lay flat, help it stop from sliding on the floor. Well, the tour turf definitely does that. You can see here that it has probably about a 1/4 inch foam backing that the turf is attached to. And that's really probably what sets this turf apart from its biggest competitor at the price point, which is the Prime Putt. This thing, I imagine, is not gonna have any trouble rolling out and staying flat. So let's get that done right now. Okay, so we are all set up, and I can tell you it looks great. It feels really high quality. It looks really good. This is the 3x10 mat, although I might need to get my tape measure out because it looks like I have an extra about 6 inches of turf, which, I don't think anyone's gonna complain about a little bit more length. Hey, let's give it a first roll, see how we do. I expect it to be slower than the foam, so I'm gonna give it a little bit more. Nice. So yeah, it's definitely a bit slower than the foam, which I'll do a side-by-side comparison between some putts right now so you can kind of see how the ball rolls. But that's to be expected, and that was one of my critiques of the foam mat was even with the medium stimp on the foam, it was putted extremely fast compared to what kind of it felt like the effort I need to put in. But this seems more like a true roll, kind of a, you're just average kind of municipal green. I've certainly been on greens a lot faster than this tour grade turf. So I wouldn't say that, you know, this is putting at like a 13, 14, which when you imply the word tour, that's kind of what you're expecting. You're expecting the greens to be super fast, but the roll sounds really good. Yeah, it feels really good too. So that's 3 of 3 makes right off the bat on the Birdieball mat. And you know, hey, if you guys want a video on kind of my putting routine on what I did to improve, let me know. Basically, it involves beer and hitting a lot of putts. Yeah, initial impressions are good. You got 3 holes on one side to hit to different targets. You also comes with some hole reducers, kind of that aim small, miss small mentality here on the other side. Let's see if we can hit one of those putts. The only thing is, with this one being the 3-foot wide one as compared to 4-foot wide, you know, with my putting stance, I am pretty much just kind of right on the edge of the mat if I'm kind of hitting down the center line. So, you know, that's a little bit disappointing, but manageable. I hit that one way too hard, but it feels good. It looks good, it feels good, and I'm excited to start grinding out some putts down here on the new mat for sure. So some other accessories that you may be up for consideration from Birdieball are the contour shims, which allows you to simulate different breaks or set up like putting games, left to righters, right to lefts, uphill, downhill, that type of stuff. Additional hole reducers as well, again, to make the cup smaller or trying to get the ball to enter the hole from a certain direction. And then you also have the Birdieball putting mirror, which again, a great training tool. You see still PGA Tour pros use these all the time in their practice sessions. This one from Birdieball is rather large. So, I mean, I know I wouldn't want to keep this thing in my golf bag, but let's talk about the contour shims just a little bit. So if you've been searching around for putting mats for your home, you've probably also come across one of the recent new ones from Puttout, the air pump one, to where you can fill the chambers around the putting mat in certain areas to simulate different breaks left to right, all that stuff too. The contour kit from Birdieball essentially allows you to do the same thing. And how it works is, you know, you just simply lift up your putting mat and you slide the shim underneath one of the sides. And I have a feeling that with the tour grade turf here, that's gonna react a little bit better than it did with the foam. But again, I'm still kind of in the opinion that, at least in terms of putting practice at home, and take this as for what it's worth, I'm just some scrub in my garage, but really every green is different, every day is different that you go out and play, and the grass, the stem, the grain of the grass plays such a big part in your green reading skills that me practicing a left to right breaker down here in my garage, I don't really find value in it. But I got the shim under the mat here, and right now, if I'm putting towards this top right corner hole, I should get a slight right to left break. So I'm gonna aim just maybe just like a ball out of the cup, and we should see that ball kind of curve in there. Yeah, so we saw it kind of rode that ridge up, slowed down, and ended below the hole. So again, it's a resource. If it's something that you're interested in, Birdieball has a solution for you with the contour kit. Me personally, I think I'd save the money on it, but that's it. So there you have it, my thoughts on the Birdieball Tour Turf putting mat. And I have to say, I'm pretty impressed with my initial use with it. The quality is obviously there. It's a very high quality product. It rolls really good. It feels great. And if I just had one kind of thing to take back from it after using it, you know, during filming and a little bit off camera as well, is that it does run a bit slower than I had expected it to. If you've putted on the foam mats previously, the Tour Turf is gonna be a different experience for you. Not necessarily a bad thing, but it is different. It still rolls good, all that stuff, but it is slower. Other elephant in the room is obviously this is on the higher end of kind of the price bracket goes in terms of putting mats, but you do get what you pay for. It's a quality product. And if this is a little out of your price range, do consider giving the foam mats a go. Again, I've had this one for 2 years. It's done really good by me, and I've definitely improved my putting using the foam Birdieball putting net. I mean, I can certainly attest to that. So link in the description, use that discount code if you so choose. Again, I don't care either way, but it's there for you if you choose to. If you have any questions at all, anything really about anything golf or anything related, just comment below. I'll answer them. Just hit that subscribe button, like, and we'll see you again soon. Cheers, everyone. Peace.